expect this one. Banger. Hey, I bet y'all ain't expecting this, bro. I bet y'all didn't know. Well, if you listened to us before, you already know I do fuck with Deftones. I do fuck with rock in general. So if you ain't new around here, you already know what it is. I've been wanting to do a rock project. You know, I like to throw little curveballs here and there. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's just me. I like to do something a little different. And I've been wanting to try to introduce rock to the channel. To see how it does, you know what I'm saying? It might be something we can do more, or, you know, if not, hey, we'll just stick to what we usually do. But it doesn't hurt to, like, try to change things up. And I like to experiment every time I'm on here, do something a little different that we usually don't do. I'm a big Deftones fan. I ain't gonna say a big Deftones fan. I ain't gonna act like I know everything about the dudes. I honestly don't know much about them individually. I just love the process I've heard. I've heard everything all the way up till I think it's Dominoes. After that, I haven't heard nothing. So, private music, I don't know what to expect. I don't know if they change or evolve differently. Like, there's other projects after that. I think I might have heard a few tracks here and there off those projects, but this is like a refreshing experience to hear like modern day Deftone, because I don't even know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Are they on the same shit? Did they do something a little different? What's going on? But we won't find out. But before we get into this project, and pretty much, you know, just me yapping about, you know, my experience with rock and Deftones in general. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the ZoneUP, the ZoneUP channel. ZoneUP, the place to be, the best place on the planet, the best channel on the planet. And of course, you got a Zone reaction. And today, we're about to get into that Deftones private music. But let me introduce myself. You got me, Julius, a.k.a. Young Torama Sensei, a.k.a. The Random Bandit, a.k.a. Light Skin Tarzan, a.k.a. Negro Neji, a.k.a. Mr. Make It Happen, a.k.a. Aquaman, a.k.a. Mr. Gra. Huh. I'm keeping a stack, not a bean. Huh. Yeah, you know what I mean. And of course, you know, Chris in here, the homie, one half, my other half. He ain't here, bro. You know, it was Easter, so couldn't get together to do videos, but best believe when we can't get together to do videos, y'all gonna get a video regardless, whether it's something we recorded in the past that we just holding on to, or if it's I gotta get on here and do some solo shit. I'm gonna give y'all the content. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to miss us. I want to feel like we ain't never left. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm here. And other than that, man, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Follow social media. Links in the description below. Check out our previous reaction. Check out the one now. Check out the ones in the future, man. Leave suggestions on what you like us to react to. No matter what the genre, we might get to it. And also check out my Twitch. I'll be twitching Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 6 p.m. EST. Or Sunday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, 6 p.m. EST. Playing games, listening to music, yapping, doing a little bit of everything. So if you want to kick it, get some extra content from us, you can do that. But other than that, man, Deftones, private music. Why am I doing this today? I'm a rock fan, but I'm not going to act like I'm like a freaking rock enthusiast. I just like the rock shit I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you my era of rock I like, or metal, or whatever. I'm going to tell you what I like, bro. I like Drowning Pool, Disturbed, Breaking Point, Finger 11, Pantera, of course, Deftones, Black Sabbath, The Doors, Iron Maiden, The Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses. My favorite of all time, Linkin Park. I don't care what nobody say. People be roasting me. Oh, you like Linkin Park? I don't give a freak, bro. They mean something to me, bro. That shit means something to me, bro. I literally shed tears listening to Linkin Park before. Nirvana, Paramore. I don't know if you include Paramore. Pink Floyd, American Pearl, Chris Gavin Project, Boy Hit Car. Yeah, I'm just listening to shit, albums and shit I got on my playlist, bro. That I got saved on my phone, bro. Saliva, Limp Bizkit. Hey, I don't care what nobody say. Limp Bizkit goes stupid. But that's just name a few. That's kind of to give y'all kind of like a taste of what I mess with when it comes to like rock or whatever. That's my lane, bro. And a lot of it comes from, you know, me being a anime fan. And a WWE fan. I was introduced to rock through Dragon Ball Z and WWE. You know how in the 2000s everybody had like WWE, every WWE wrestler had a rock band intro from that time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the promos had a rock in it. One of my favorite promos was The Rock versus Stone Cold, and it had Limp Bizkit on that mother freaker. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Kane's, Triple H's, intro, like everybody had a fire freaking rock intro. The ECW freaking intro, come on, bro. The ECW intro from the 2000s was crazy. Let the bodies hit the floor, come on, bro. So like I got a lot of my taste from WWE, from the entrances to like the promo packages they had that they put music on. Shit went stupid, bro. That's where I got a lot of my taste from. Then even beyond that, Dragon Ball Z, the movies always had some banger rock tracks. I remember, bro, my introduction to Deftones in themselves was through the Bardock movie. The Bardock movie. They had Deftones in there. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. They had that motherfucker on. I can't remember the song on top of my head. I think it might be off of White Pony, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But it went stupid, bro. So, like that's where I got my taste from. Dragon Ball Z, the Bardock movie. I think they had Deftones on the Cooler movie and the Trunk special. But that's where I kind of got a lot of my taste from. From there, the AMVs, bro. The Dragon Ball Z AMVs, Naruto AMVs, you always had like somebody fire on there. That's where I got really big into Linkin Park. That's where I discovered Papa Roach and people like that. So that's where a lot of my taste comes from. I've dived in and tried to listen to some of the older rock acts, and I do like them because I have a homie that's really big into rock. But when I kind of like pinpoint where my ear tends to navigate, it comes from them like 2000s, 90s, you know what I'm saying? I guess metal type of shit, Nirvana, all that type of shit. That's for some reason that shit hits for me. And plus, like, I be in the gym, and a lot of times I find myself listening to workouts because I need to get hyped up. I need some energy. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to. I need to feel like I'm ready to bang my head against the wall, against the weights. You know what I'm saying? You need all the energy you can get when you about to lift over 300 pounds, squat over 400 pounds, and you pushing this heavy ass weight. You need some energy, bro. You need something to get that, bring out the inner strength out of you, bring out the inner Super Saiyan. So that's where like my rock taste came from. So, and that's why I'm here, bro. I'm not gonna act like I'm the biggest rock enthusiast. There's a lot of rock I need to get into and listen to. I've listened to a plethora, but I'm not even like the most equipped. But I know enough to at least have some good ears for what I deem for myself would be appealing for me. So, so don't expect no expert rock level breakdowns here. I don't consider myself a newbie to the genre, but compared to some of y'all, oh yeah, I'm a newbie, bro. Like it's like when it comes to anime, I consider myself an anime fan, an anime head, but like I'm more into shonen. I like battle anime. You know what I'm saying? If it's shonen, I'm all for it, bro. If it's shonen, I'm here for it. It's kind of the same way. Like I'm an anime head to a certain extent. I'm a rock head, but to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people call me a casual. That's fine, bro. It's fine. It's fine. You like what you like, but we're here. So I just want to kind of give you that that little backstory, that little, you know what I'm saying, introduction to me when it comes to rock music in general. And really Deftones. I fuck with Deftones heavy. Like I said, I listen to quite a few of their projects, and I consider myself a fan. I don't know much about them in general as individual people. Never really thought to like dive into who they are, but hey, if y'all got some fun facts, some information, let me know. Also, when it comes to Deftones, I don't really too much pay attention to the lyrics. Even though they be talking that talk, I just be just like trying to get hyped up and just losing myself to the music. So I might kind of have that same approach here. I don't know, but I'm just ready to vibe out, rock out with my cock out. Can you say that on here? I don't know. You think after all these years I know what to say and what not to say, but I said it, so I guess we're gonna roll with it. Sure. But yeah, man, strap in for the first rock reaction. I would love to give y'all more, depending on how well this do and how y'all receive this. So tap in with me or tap out, man. Deftones, Private Music, first reaction. Let's fucking get it, man. First track is My Mind is a Mountain, man. Let's get it, man. Oh, we already started.
Straight
banger, bro. Banger, bro. That's a 10, bro. That's a allow me to reintroduce myself type of moment for me, bro. That was a banger, bro. I love that. I got no gripes with it. That's Deftones, bro. They ain't changed. They still them. I mean, I expect nothing different, but they still them. Yeah, man. I would say I do got a drummer background. I used to play instruments back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So like, just hearing them drums go stupid, bro. That's always a treat, bro. That's always a treat, bro. I wish I would have kept with drumming, but you know, I wasn't that good. I wasn't that good where I could become a world-renowned drummer. So that's why I do. You know, now I do YouTube. But that's one of my passions. So I just love. That's one reason why I love to listen to rock, because of the drums, and I mean music in general. Because every genre got a little bit of drums in there, depending on who's making it. But I love how rock always have an emphasis on that, bro. So love how it's sounding, bro. It's definitely gonna get me hyped, bro. I'm already picturing lifting weights listening to this album. So I don't know if I'm gonna pay too much to the lyrics, because like, I mean, I'm looking at them, I'm seeing them, but like, I don't know if there's anything I need to be decoding, if there's a story. I've never had that approach when it came to like Deftones. Like, I'm trying to figure out some plot, some story. I don't know if it goes that crazy, but they talking. So they talking, and I'm walking with them. Next track is Locked Club. A locked club, because we locked in. Yeah, let it spin.
Cruise on its style, what it says, stepping out proud from the gates. Symbolize the truth, we accept. Inside of this tribe, we know our place. Locked in, operate.
Locked in. It's funny because like low key, one of my catchphrases when I'm on stream is like, I'm locked in. Like let me lock in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I be just dying in the game too much. All right, let me lock in. Let me TL. Let me sit up a little bit. We locked in. Let's get to it. That might. Oh gosh, bro. I'm playing it on stream today. But high key, if I was a wrestler, bro, that would be my entrance music. Locked Club. We locked in, bro. I'm coming out like, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm gonna do some Batista shit. Like, I don't know, bro. To come out all hype, like, come on now. We locked in. We locked in. Some shit like that, bro. That's a 10, bro. I got no issues, bro. I got no issues, bro, at all. That's gonna be a song. I'm in the gym. I'm about to lift 400. I got to get locked in. Got to get focused. Got to get that killer mindset. Play that shit on, or throw that shit on. I'm going crazy. So I ain't. This got me hype as heck, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I got so much energy in my body. Like, it feels almost crazy just sitting here, just listening to this. I feel like I should be up, like, going stupid, but I ain't got enough space for that. I ain't got enough space for that. You know what I'm saying? I could, but I ain't got enough space for that. I thought I should be up going crazy, but I can't. So, yeah. But, fire track. Next track is, I don't know how to say that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how to say that. Track number 3. I don't know how to say that, bro. I ain't got Chris here to decode it. I ain't gonna lie. I got a A+ in English, but I don't know how to say that, bro. Oh gosh, bro. We gonna leave it there. Next track. Track number 3. Let's get it. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I mean, I'm not apologizing for greatness, bro. This is a motherfucking 10. I'm sorry, bro. I keep saying I'm sorry, bro, but like that was a 10, bro. I got nothing to take away from it, bro. That was crazy. It's just so much energy. It's just so hard knocking. It's like I can't even knock anything from it, bro. This is literally like as somebody who's listened to Deftones and just haven't been tapped into their like stuff after like a certain point, like this is just like it's just amazing to hear, bro. That they ain't like missed a beat. Like they just still they still them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you see artists as they, you know, they grow. I'm not saying everybody falls off, but you know, they kind of go away from what made them amazing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's just their lack of a you know, degradation of their ability or, you know, just different headspace or whatever it might be. I just feel like, bro, this is just up there with everything that they've done, bro. This is like I just feel like I've been thrown back into like what makes, you know, Deftones great. And what I love about Deftones is just like the same thing, bro. And I love it, bro. They ain't missed a beat. They still them. They have not missed a beat. They are still them, and I love it, bro. Let's go. Next track is Infinite Source. Like how, you know, the androids have an infinite source of power. That's how the Deftones is. They got infinite source of energy because they bringing that to me, and I'm absorbing it. Let's get it. 10. That's a 10 for me. That's, you know what's crazy? That could have easily been like the final track of this album. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like them talking about our final wave and our final bow. Last time adorning the stage. This love we chased was found. Last ride we'll ever take. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just gives like, this is it. This is the end of the road. We taking it all in. Y'all gave us an infinite source of energy. And we taking it. And we moving forward. And hopefully did the same for y'all type shit. I don't know. That's my interpretation. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I felt. Because like, this is the last Deftones project they ever dropped. Already enough. They gave me enough energy, enough records. Just off of these couple tracks I heard already on the project to just last me forever. This is infinite. You know what I'm saying? So, fire track. Next track is Souvenir, which is the longest track on the album, 6 minutes. Let's see. I love their longer tracks, so they usually don't fail. They usually make sure to, you know, make all 6 minutes or however long it is really hit. So let's get to it. Bro. Oh, it's not over with. I thought it was done. My bad. It might have been a longer pause than that song. Stop it right there. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That track, bro. I gotta give that a 10, bro. That was phenomenal. I didn't expect me to feel like I was literally drifting out of space on that outro track, on the outro part of that track, bro. Like it literally felt like I can imagine myself in space drifting like Omni Man. You know what I'm saying? Drifting in Omni Man, drifting like Omni Man in Invincible. I don't know if y'all seen it, but after he did that thing, you know what I'm saying, beat up Mark, realized his wrongings, and just like, well, what do I even live for? He just drifting off in space. That's how I imagine just drifting off, bro. Seeing the stars, all the planets. Less depressing as Omni Man, more of like a wow, I'm really gone. I'm lifted, bro. I just felt like I was floating off of that, bro. That was amazing. That gotta be one. I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my favorite tracks, period, bro. That hit on all cylinders. That's a 10. If I could give it a higher score, I would give it higher, bro. I just love how his lyrics really, the lyrics really capture the feeling and vibe, bro. I felt like I was taking off, and then with the outro, I was in space. I was taking off on a rocket ship, and with the outro, you know what I'm saying, I'm in space drifting off. Like that shit actually had me like chills, like just popping up through my body, and then also. Like, it reminds me of, like, some good old, I don't know if you meditate, anybody out there meditate, but it reminds me of some good old meditation type of music. So, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. No misses, all hits. No misses, all hits so far. So, without further ado, let's get to the next track, CXZ. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is fantastic. Oh, it keeps going. That's a 10. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't see this dropping off, bro. I'm not handing out 10s just because, like, you know, I'm biased or nothing. I'm handing out 10s because this is really just fire, bro. Like, and I got to give a highlight and a little spotlight for the drummer, bro. I don't know the drummer's name, bro. He's been going stupid this whole time, and that's one of the tracks where, like, bro just really was flexing, bro. He was really flexing his skill, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I could only dream to be 1% of a drummer he is, bro. He's going stupid, bro. Oh my God, bro. Like this shit, I feel something in my body, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, I feel like a lot of times I'm over here stuttering and stumbling on my words. That's only because, bro, I got so much energy built up in my body, not only because of the energy drink I took down earlier, but also because of the energy that these guys are putting into me. They're like an infinite source, bro. Damn. Track number 7, next track, I think about you all the time. Bro, they ain't missing, bro. Let's go. Let's go.
We say inside of your worship. You say you're refrain, and I'm out of my mind.
I'm in shock and freaking awe right now, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know if I have a favorite, bro. Cause that just hit a pocket that like the other tracks didn't, but but that doesn't mean it's above any other track. It just hit a different pocket. And that shit almost I don't even know why, bro. That shit almost made me like tear up, bro. I don't even know why. Like it just for some reason just struck the feelings. It just struck one of my feelings, bro. Like I don't know. Oh my gosh, bro. That was just beautiful. Like it's just damn. It was just so beautiful, and the melody is just so so appealing and just beautiful, man. I love that track 10. I mean, honestly, I don't know if we should like just go ahead and just call this album a 10, but like I'm feeling it, bro. That's a 10. We're gonna keep going. Milk of the Madonna. I don't see this being less. I'm expecting the 10. Let's go, man. And the transition.
Run away!
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like I bust like two nuts off that track, bro. Not to be so nasty and vulgar, but I feel like I bust like two nuts off of that, bro. Like, like that was just crazy, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Like again, the drums are going so crazy, man. The drum, everybody's going crazy. I'm just focused on the drums. That's just like the first thing that sticks out to me, and I was just like, that part in particular remind me of I don't know if y'all ever heard of, for my WWE fans, y'all ever heard of Bray Wyatt, and the Wyatt family. But I know his last theme, and I'm pretty sure the theme carried over with Uncle Howdy and what they're doing right now with the Wyatt Six. They kind of are in a way, well, at least that portion of the song, that dun 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 dun. That part reminds me of that song of their theme song a little bit, but just a little bit. Yeah, that's fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Everything from the vocals, bro. I think is the vocalist, who is the vocalist? Is it Chino? Like I said, I don't know much about them in general, bro. I really don't. Like I don't know who's who for real. I just listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say one thing about rock, I don't dive into them as people like I would like hip hop or R&B, because that's just where I'm like, that's where I kind of like, that's home. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's Chino. I don't know, bro. I might have got that wrong, but regardless, bro, this song, auraful, to say at least auraful. If a track had aura, that's that. You know what I'm saying? That had pure aura, bro. Next track is Cut Hands. I'm sad we're close to the end, but this is just nothing but vibes, bro. Vibes and just hard hitting tracks, man. Cut Hands. Let's get to it, man. 10, by the way. Like, there's so many layers to that, bro. There's so many layers. I'm not the one to break it down, but there's so many layers. I love how layered that track is. So many detection. Oh my God, bro. Like it's just like the perfect. It's just perfect, bro. It's just when just this album and that song, but in general, this album is when just everything hits on all cylinders. When everybody's at peak form, when every aspect of your art is at peak form, this is what that is, bro. Like, you can't take nothing from it. Another 10, bro. My God, bro. Like, I don't even got much to say. This is just perfect, bro. Like, when it's perfect, there's not much for me to really, I don't feel like there's not much for me really to say. You know what I'm saying? It's just, everything's hitting, bro. Like, everybody in this band is hitting. Every aspect of the instrumental is hitting, bro. Layered with the vocals, it's just like a perfect combination, and I just can't take nothing from it. This got to be a classic. I'm not gonna say that because I'm not the rock head. I'm not the ultra rock head, but like this is a classic in my books. I don't give a fuck. I'm not the one to appoint that. You know what I'm saying? But this is a classic in my book. Like, bro, all the way from the beginning to the end, bro. And we're almost done. Got 2 more tracks left, but this is just like perfection, bro, in my ears, man. Like, there's not one track where I'm like, nah, bro. It's just on all cylinders, bro. And it keeps you engaged throughout the whole project. There's so many layers, and they throw you little curveballs, and I feel like they keep you on the toes with the production, bro. I feel like I'm always on my toes. Like, I feel like I get caught off guard by something, some sound, something, bro. It's just amazing, bro. Next track is Metal Dreams. Let's go. Metal Dreams.
Step into your controls, deep into the heart of the abyss. Searching for a solace recreated far beyond what exists. Sick and tired of the truth, throwing out of time as we embrace. Deeply enthralled in your grasp. In your dreams, always see articles and shades fade ahead. Crash into the forest bed, breathing deep, I sink into your chest. Breathing in
Amazing. 10. I mean, like, bro, bro, this album's a 10, bro. We just vibing at this point, bro. We're literally on track 10, one track left. It's a 10, bro. I got to give, I know I've been kind of following the drummer, because that's just where my mind actually goes with me being a drummer in the past. But, bro, shout out to the guitarist, bro. like they're going stupid, bro. Like, they are snapping all the way through. Like, everybody snapped. The vocals, like I said, without trying not to sound like a broken record, bro, this is literally what it sounds like when you're hitting on all cylinders, bro. When everybody shows up and drops 80. Everybody's dropping 80 points, bro. Everybody's having a Kobe game right now. Everybody's having a once-in-a-lifetime game. Like, come on, man. This is crazy. This is when your whole team is dropping 80, bro. Your whole lineup, everybody dropping 80 on the other team, bro. On the opposition, bro. This is peak music, bro. I keep saying bro because I'm so hyped, bro. Like, because I'm just like, I feel like a lot of times, throughout this project, I've been just lost for words. Like, I just don't know what to say, man, because, like, the music is showing you and giving you everything you need to know and need to feel. You listen to this, you know what it is, bro. You know what it is. I just feel like I can't even add anything extra. Like, it's a 10. Everything hits on all cylinders. Nothing to take away. It's perfection. It's heaven in the ears. It gives you energy. It makes me want to go crazy. I love it, bro. Departing the Body is the last track. Let's see how they round this album out, man. And yeah, man. Shout out to Abe, shout out to Chino, shout out to Frank, shout out to Fred, shout out to Stephen, bro. Y'all going stupid, man. Oh my God, the transition. It's perfect. Oh Wow, bro. 10. I mean, like, is there much for me to really say, bro? That shit just had me just. I just feel like this album has sent me to another realm, and oh man, like this is something that I'm just like here shocked that like they're still doing it just as good in 2025 because this came out 2025. Like it just don't seem like they missed a beat, they missed a step. This album's an easy 10. Like it's perfection, bro. Everybody hit on all cylinders from the vocalist to the guitarist to the drummer. Like they all went crazy, man. Like I said, this is what it sounds like when everybody shows up and puts 100 points on the board, 80 points on the board. Everybody having a Kobe game, a Wilt game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody turned Super Saiyan God. This is Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, Broly, Vegeta, and Goku all in their max form. Like this is what's like when everybody shows up, bro. Everything hits on all cylinders. This is literally perfect, bro. Like I can't even form a negative critique because there's nothing negative to say. There's literally nothing negative you can say about this. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm just preaching to the choir right now. Like I'm pretty sure everybody who heard this, they already know what time it is. You feel me? So this was just amazing, bro. And if y'all mess with this, I'm willing to do more Deftones, more rock in general, because this was such a ride, and I enjoyed myself, man. And this is about to be something I'm about to replay tons of times, bro. This is in the rotation already. Shout out to, like I said, shout out to Abe, shout out to Chino, shout out to Frank, shout out to Fred, shout out to Stephen. Y'all went crazy, man. As always, like I'm a fan. I'm not gonna say I'm a diehard fan, because like I'm just I got one foot in the rock space. I'm not all in. You know what I'm saying? Like I've listened to a decent amount, but I'm not like, a historian. My rock of depth isn't on the level as hip hop and R&B. You know what I'm saying? But I love what I heard, and I want more. So if y'all mess with this, I'm willing to do more rock when I get a chance. Just let me know. Run up the numbers, run it up in the comments, and let me know, bro. Because I'm definitely willing to do more. Because this was a wonderful experience, and I would love to even do some with the homie Chris, man. With my other half, I love to do some more with him because he fucks with rock too. So, and we got a decent. I ain't gonna say we like super crazy knowledgeable, but we listen to it, so it wouldn't hurt to give our opinion on it. With us just being music heads, we just love music, and I this is one of the genres that I just love. So I just dive into my own times. I wouldn't mind just diving into some of y'all recommendations or some of the latest hotness or old school hotness that I potentially heard or haven't heard in a while with y'all. You know what I'm saying? This could be the start of a new journey. But just let me know. Wonderful album. Shout out to Deftones, bro. Once again. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Follow social media. Be linked in the description below. Check out the previous reaction. Check out the one right now. Check out the ones in the future. Follow my Twitch. I'm on there going crazy. So I love y'all. We love y'all. Lock in with us. We got more on the way. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep running it up as long as y'all support us. You feel me? Because I love doing this shit. Chris loves doing this shit. We ain't stopping. So, amen. Shout out to y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Deuces.